During the state fair this year, because so many people in the state of California are brewing special beers, I wouldn't call them weird beers, I call them delicious beers, beers that don't really have a category. I decided to expand some categories. One of the ones that was my idea was wood and barrel-aged beers. All right, wood and barrel-aged beers of something on the order of anything that was in a barrel less than 20%, previously contained less than 20% alcohol, went into one category. It would be your wine, your sherry, your port, and then anything that had like bourbon and whiskey, anything over 20% was another category. So I separated those out, and I think we did a good job of that. And that gave more chance for the judges, because in the past, it was wood-aged, barrel-aged, and you would have something finesse like a saison in a Chardonnay oak barrel going against a bourbon barrel barley wine. Who do you think won on that one, right? So that was completely unfair. So I separated those two categories. I think really did really well in that. Also, the same as last year, we separated chili categories because that's not fair to put that in herb and spice because that wipes out the judge's palate. And again, we continue with session beers, anything under 5%. This year, State Fair had 1,086 entries. Okay, that's the biggest of any state fair in the United States, any fair period that I know of. Last year we had 860 some odd entries. It's almost a 30% increase in entries. I have no idea where next year is going to go, but with everybody's help in this room, including those fine people from the cellar, thanks guys, as I know more hard work. I hope to hit maybe 1,500, you have no idea though. So that's amazing. There's almost what, 480 breweries in this state, so it's amazing. When you enter the beer, when the beer was entered, the beer could be entered in a 12 ounce, a 22 ounce, and a keg. And this year we had over 125 kegs of beer entered. Now that's amazing, all right? That's just tells you like, hey, I want the freshest beer possible to be represented. We're gonna give a keg, it's gonna be all cold. And then that keg was represented and it was fantastically fresh when we got to the judges. This year we had 91 judges, all right, about 34 stewards. I was hoping to get more judges this year, so it ran a little rocky the first day, then after that day it was fine. Most of my judges were in San Diego for the National Homebrew Conference, so next year I expect to have over 120 judges, hopefully. So anybody has a BJCP certification, see me soon. Other than that, morning and after sessions went great. Each beer was judged by 3 different people. Beer was judged by a BJCP certified judge. It was either judged by a person in industry or an actual brewer himself or somebody from media or somebody in that industry. So each beer got tasted by 3 different people, every single beer. So it wasn't like just one person had the chance to get that. After those top 3 beers went on to a mini best of show, tasted by 3 different other judges. And in some categories, like the IPA category with 141 entries, and we separated those out this year also from IPAs to Imperial IPAs to make it fair. So double and triple IPAs were in a category by themselves also. All right, and there were 79 entries in that. So that first, second, third went on to another 3 judges and another 3 judges until you don't narrow it down to first, second, third in each category, which I'm going to give an award here to. That's about it. So with that, before my voice goes out, I am going to start introducing, who's my helper up here? Jeff, there you go. Thanks, Jeff. And we're going to give out these awards, okay? Help me on pronunciation. I hope I do it right, but it's going to be fantastic. We're going to start from... Okay, we're going to start from light lagers and go all the way up to the highest of wood-aged beers and double and triple IPAs. So here we are. Without any further ado, thanks for your attention. Please eat and drink up, and afterwards I'll give this over to Daryl to award the very, very best of shows. Okay, first entry in the light lager category for Municellis, third place for Municellis was Bucket Seat Blonde by Garage Brewing Company. Okay. Second place for a premium American lager called Coastside Pilsner, Half Moon Bay. And first place in the light lager category for Munich Ellis is Buffalo Craft Lager from New Helvetia Brewing Company.
There you go, you got it? Okay.
Okay, second category is Pilsner. These include European-style Pilsners, American Pilsners, and Classic Pilsners. The third place in the Pilsner category for the Classic American Pilsner, Lagunitas Pilsner, Lagunitas Brewing Company.
You're one of the start. You're in. You're in. Here you go. Right there.
That's what we're talking about. Okay, and with that, I'll turn over the final three beers for Best of Show. Over to Daryl. Thank you much for your patience and all this. Enjoy the rest of the day. Here's Daryl Amering right here.
We're ahead of schedule, that's amazing. Everybody enjoyed the food that Wations provided for everybody today. So I want to thank the Wations California State Fair for doing things for us. So we did the round of judging. So Mike, did you go over how the judging was done today at all? A little bit? I heard a no, so that's kind of a 50-50. I'll go with that. All right, so up here on the board, we have a bunch of the pictures just kind of going through what happens during the judging at the California State Fair. So there's one of our judges right there. So down in the cellar, you met the crew earlier today, they're given a list of numbers. The numbers correspond to one of your beers. They don't know who it is, they don't care, they just say, oh, I need 571, I'm boarding the picture, I'll send it upstairs. It's a pale ale, okay. We need number 27, 38, whatever. They get 10 of them, we send them up, we have 3 judges that will judge those 10 beers. Right next to them there's another 3 judges, and another 10 beers, until we have all the beers judged. They have no idea who makes it, all they know is number 571, 327, 1075, and that's all they know. But Jeff over here in the database is keeping track of everything. After they send their best beer forward, out of the 10, they go to a mini best of show. So you choose 3 new judges, and they're going to be brought up between 8 and 10. Where in the case of the barrel age is like 15 beers. I'm like, I can't judge 15. Here's all of them anyway. You guys figure it out. I'm down this up. So we do all that, and then we choose the top 3 out of the mini best of show. Top beer obviously is first, second, third. The first place beer goes to the best of show round again, which we held on Sunday afternoon, where we had 3 BJCP national level judges. One of them, or a couple of them might be in the room, as well as we had 2 professional brewers. So we wanted the professional brewers' opinion because they are making the beer that's being sold out there, so they have a different potential mindset than one of my certified trained judges. So that was all said and done. We got to best of show numbers 1, 2, and 3. Out of all the beers that you guys submit, you got to choose 6 beers that were put in for the brewery of the year. Now, you enter 15 beers, or in the case, one brewery enters 16. Only 6 of those beers were chosen for the brewery of the year. If one of those 6 beers placed first, second, or third, you got points towards brewery of the year. When it came all down to everything said and done, we had a 3-way tie for brewery of the year. So we went down to, okay, is there anyone with an honorable mention? That would be the tiebreaker that we used this year to give the brewery of the year. So there was 3 breweries that all had the same amount of points, and it took an honorable mention to give that extra point for this year's winner. So we had great competition with some great breweries in here. Like I said, 1 point was all it was between the first place and the second and third. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing. I have a few people that I forgot to mention earlier. Imagine that, I have so much going on, I forgot to do something. So, the score sheets that you got, the duplicates, they should have came probably in the mail this week. I have to thank Jeff Temple. I went on vacation. I said, can you mail these? He says, you owe me big. This is a lot of work. I said, I know. Thank you. So I had 5 people that sorted through all of them, put your name on them, filed them for me, and then it was up to me, or now Jeff, because I went on vacation, to mail all of them out. So I went down to San Diego to visit my wife's family, introduce my baby boy. I'm sure you guys saw me walking around. I thought about doing the Stephon Curry, have a baby take the show, but it's a little warm in here, body heat. So I know a few of these people are here. I'd like to give them a Kelly Belgique from Stone Brewing Company. I went down there. So could Melissa McCann, Linda Christian, Cynthia Lee, Ray Fernandez, Stephanie Avison, and Miranda Valteri, if they're here, can you please come up here and receive us from me, please? So Miranda here, kind of head steward's fiance, I said, can you work on this? This would be perfect for me. And she got a team. So here's a bottle for you. Here's a bottle for you. And I guess I have to take 4 when I give them to them later. So ladies, thank you for doing that. That saved me so much time. 1,086 entries. They all got 3 judges scored. And it was a tremendous job. It took them 4 days, every day. Whenever they had time, they started working on it. And it would have taken me 2 more weeks to get it done if these ladies didn't step up and take care of it. So ladies, thank you very much. Rand over here is working on a brewery over there. She's got about 7 or 8 bottles from today. So, okay, now we're going to go on to, I need the Josh Ibarra. He was one of the guys pouring beer. He's still behind the bar, waiting to pour beer. He's probably drinking on it. So, Josh Ibarra here is a friend of mine from college who's also a local artist that created this golden mash paddle. I hired him last year to do it. He has now done it again this year. We talked, collaborated, we're like, hey, let's do this, and next year I think we'll probably do it again. It's highly sought after. So, as I explained earlier, 3 breweries all tied for first place. An honorable mention put our brewery of the year, Babes Barbecue and Brew House. I don't want to mess it up. Would you guys please come up and get your Brewery of the Year paddle?
Congratulations, you guys. Thank you guys very much.
All right, congratulations, guys. Good luck next year in the competition.